Let's say you have some hard slabs ready, but you don't have one of those awesome bevel cutter tools, and you are really wanting to put your box together with beveled edges or mitered edges, so you know that you'd have really, really strong joints. Well, how you do that without a bevel cutter is you want to take the thickness of your slab. For mine, it is about 3/8 thick, or to make it easier on myself, it's approximately 1 centimeter thick. I'm gonna line up my ruler, make a mark at the top at 1 centimeter, a mark in about the middle at 1 centimeter, and then at the bottom at 1 centimeter. I'm gonna line up my ruler at my marks, and I'm gonna make a line, a pretty decently deep track line. You can see we have pretty much a square here. Well, what we're gonna do is we are going to cut this in half at a diagonal. So what I wanna focus on is keeping the point of my exacto poking out of this bottom edge, and I'm gonna be keeping about almost the whole length of the blade falling into this line. So the point will be right on this outside edge, and about right here on the blade will be following along in this track that I made. So I'm gonna place my exacto down, and I'm gonna line it up so it's pretty much bisecting this square. And I'm locking my slab in by holding my thumb right at the end and my index finger and holding that tight. Placing my exacto right in the middle so I can make a diagonal cut. I'm gonna cut this square diagonally. And here I go. Trying to be mindful that the point of my exacto is poking out along this bottom edge, and that about the whole of the blade is following down that line. Now I'm gonna pull the blade right into my thumb, and because I'm just pushing it into my thumb, I'm not gonna cut myself. If I had the point towards me, then yes, I would stab myself, but this isn't gonna cut me unless I was gonna slide it, then I will cut myself. So be careful. I find that if I don't push right up into my thumb with the blade, I'll lose a chunk of the corner, and then I'll also lose my angle a bit. But you can see here, I was able to create a 45-degree bevel cut. And then I would just continue to do that all the way around. Your measurement to get your 45-degree angle is based on the thickness of your slab. So if you had a 1/2-inch slab, then you would want to be measuring at a 1/2 inch all the way across. Because basically you want to take this thickness and you want to cut it in half. The bevel tool matched right up to that centimeter, because the bevel tool is doing the same thing. It's just cutting the thickness of your slab in half. So like I said, my slab is 1 centimeter thick. Once again, if I made a mark at 1 centimeter and made a line, we're going to see that when I do this, 45-degree is following right in that measurement that I created at that 1 centimeter mark. These are the two that the bevel cutter created, and these are the two that I created with the exacto. So you can see they are the same. Okay, so that's how to cut your slab if you don't have a bevel cutter.